Hello everyone, your girl Tay here, and I'm bringing you another Let's Talk Wild podcast episode. Today is April 13th, 2023, and this is episode 25, Prehistoric Cuisine, the Mammoth Meatball. Many companies are thinking of different ways to help with climate change. For this episode, I'll discuss how one company is bringing the Woolly Mammoth back from extinction, but in meat form, all in the name of eating our way out of extinction. But before we get into that, make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the podcast on all podcasting and social media platforms. Also, hit to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and check out some videos over there. Once you're done listening over here, you guys already know what's up. Now, let's talk wild. Australian food company Val has revealed their new creation, the Mammoth Meatball. The woolly mammoth, the prehistoric relative to today's elephants, lived during the Pleistocene era, also known as the last ice age, which began over 2.5 million years ago and ended 11,700 years ago. Researchers believe the species went extinct due to overhunting, climate change, or both. We can't change the past, but we can change the future. And with that, Val wants us to change how we produce and eat food. With 1 million species at risk of extinction due to climate change, including the human race, Val believes we can change the course of this extinction crisis by addressing one of the main factors of climate change, intensified animal agriculture. Val's co-founder and director Tim Noakesmith says Val's mission is to feed billions of humans and change everyone's conception of what meat is and what it can be by growing meat from the cells of animals instead of the animal themselves, which the company is calling cultured meat. He says that cultured meat significantly reduces the climate change impacts that are normally associated with regular meat production. We need to get smarter, and when we think about food and manufacturing at scale, we need to think holistically. Val's chief scientific officer, James Royal, says cultured meat will need the support of political systems to generate enough momentum and money, the big bucks, okay, to support this brand new technology. He didn't say with the big bucks and all that. That was all me. Y'all know I had to add my little flair into his statement, But let's get into the clear-cut process of the technology. They combine the protein myogoblin's DNA sequence from a woolly mammoth and DNA from an African elephant, and they put the cells into a sheep muscle where the cells grew for several weeks, and voila, you have a big fat lab grown giant mammoth meatball. Now, I know some of y'all are wondering, what it might taste like. Tay, what it tastes like. Did they taste it? Give us the, meat profile. Is it earthy? Is it, tender? I know y'all all want to know all of that. But the Val scientists didn't take the taste test, okay, due to the risk of eating a protein not eaten by humans in such a very long time. They didn't want to have any allergic reactions to eating this lab-grown giant mammoth meat. But Chef Philip Davenport said during Val's video presentation of the Mammoth Meatball that not only can cultured meat save our planet, but it's tastier than most meats out there right now, and the meat is achieving great flavors from animals we've overlooked. Now, I'm not sure if he was talking about the Mammoth Meatball or the other animals used with this technology, because according to The Guardian, the company has already investigated, the potential of more than 50 species with this technology, including alpaca, buffalo, crocodile, kangaroo, peacocks, and different types of fish. Okay, now the company chose the woolly mammoth this time around because, they believe it's a symbol of diversity loss and a symbol of climate change. Whew. Now that we have that out the way, let's get into Tay's wild thoughts. I think with some projects and research like this, initially, people are concerned about changing the world. But as time goes on, for me, in my opinion, it phases out. It's more like a race. Who can make this first? Who can make the most outrageous creation to get a pat on the back, to get talked about and be rewarded for creating something so extraordinary? Because if they started out using this technology with other species of animals, why did the mammoth have to come in the equation? They want to feed billions and get us to think of meat differently, but they didn't even eat the meatball. Come on now, let's be serious here. Let's put out thinking caps on. That's like that's like you're at a restaurant and you're thinking about ordering something off the menu and someone recommends something and you ask if they had it before and they say no. How are you going to recommend something you never even tried? Just doing stuff to say you did it. Because I think you would know prior to even making the meat that there would be a risk of eating it. That's already something that's discussed. That's in the meeting. Are we going to eat the meat? No. We're not going to eat it. We're going to just say, it's just great. And we're going to just throw it out there and, tell people to sign up if they want to have a taste or whatever. And it just doesn't make sense to me. But, that's humans for you. They couldn't get some people to sign up to try the meatball. I know there are some meatarians. Y'all know that's a real thing now. Meatarians out there. They will load that bad boy up with some barbecue sauce, break it down, eat it with their spaghetti, honey, and chomp it down. Risk of eating meat. Oh, please. That's literally all they consume. Their gut bacteria is on another level. You hear me? On another level. But for me, absolutely not. If I'm eating meat, I want one species. With this mammoth meatball, you're basically eating hybrid meat. Mammoth and elephant cells growing in sheep muscle. That sounds hybrid to me. So what it's looking like for the future is if you don't have your own livestock, your own plants, you'll be eating lab-grown stuff. We already have, lab-grown fruits, vegetables, fish, and now we have lab-grown meat. Woolly Mammoth meat. Child, they be wanting people to eat plastic, all types of stuff. Now we eating lab-grown elephant. Huh? How much do you guys think this meatball would cost? I don't see it as a regular thing or like regular folk would be able to afford to eat weekly or even monthly. I think it would be super expensive and sold at fancy, expensive restaurants. Other species of cultured meat would be sold at the grocery store for the regular consumer, but not the mammoth meat. I can't. But I could see it now. A section in the store labeled lab meat or cultured meat. Well, I hope they let people know it's made in the lab. I don't eat that much meat, pause. I don't eat that much meat, pause. So I'm not, really subscribing to this new wave of cuisine, but others are clearly here for it and believe the past is the future and the future is the past. But you guys let me know how you feel about today's topic, prehistoric cuisine, the mammoth meatball. Leave a comment on the Let's Talk About Instagram page and YouTube channel. Make sure you guys follow and subscribe to the podcast on all podcasting and social media platforms. Love yourself, one another, your pets, and the animals. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.